back. Welcome back to the Saturday night edition of whatever this is. Revamping Lives. Thank you. It is Saturday, July 13th, and welcome back, everybody. So glad to have you back. That's really humbling to have everybody actually come back. Hey, Dom, did you do something to the chat on the screen?
Here we go. We can't read it.
No, it's not that. It's just it usually has a darker background on it. Okay. It's always something. Hey, Ima and Tracy, the Denises, Nancy, Angel. All right.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get us.
Which one says style or
visual settings, theme.
Okay, theme boxed.
There it is.
The text is green. I hope you can read that. Can you read it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's good enough.
There you go. Here's the mouse back.
All right. Cool.
All right. Can everybody
Cool.
read that?
Yeah. It's fine.
Bye.
Okay, you done? This is Gummy Bear signing off.
All
Okay.
right.
See you in
All right, hold on. We got like so much stuff. Here.
Right?
Oh,
Okay.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go, G. Go.
All right, bye-bye, Gummy.
Oh, be careful. Hey, Tom.
All right. Okie doke.
Now we'll get it set up, Leah. Okay. Woohoo!
There we go. That is better.
Hello, Brenda. Hi. If you guys are live on Facebook and you're watching this on Facebook, we are broadcasting simultaneously on YouTube. The Intuitive Couple. That is the name of our channel. All right. So,
Absolutely.
please come join us over on YouTube because that's where the party's at, guys. And that's where we can read the comments. And but if you're on YouTube, please share it. I mean, on Facebook, please share it. Even if you're on YouTube, your groups or whoever, go share it on Facebook or whatever,
Well, we
appreciate it if you will,
Thank you so much. Cups of Hope, hello.
And if you're here for the first time,
My name's Justin Cardoza. I'm a psychic medium and intuitive consultant. This is my wife, Roseanne Cardoza. She's an intuitive paraphilosopher. And we give away free readings and messages of hope and love and faith. Been doing it every night.
Right.
This past week.
Try to, I think most of all, we're trying to restore the faith in humankind.
Yes.
Because that's something we struggle with.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That's been a constant conversation with us all week about how...
Yeah, people can rub you the wrong way, and, it's real easy to get into a negative headspace, and we just hope to offer up some dose of positivity in the day. And so that's what we're about. What's up, Nando?
Hi, Brenda, I just found out my dad has stage 4 cancer. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
We have 90 people on Facebook. If you are on our Facebook channel, please come over to our YouTube channel that we are broadcasting simultaneously on. That channel is called The Intuitive Couple. Okay? Actually, you can see it up on our banner on our cover page of Facebook. It's The Intuitive Couple. So if you come over, thank you, Angel Donna. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Please come over to YouTube. And if you are a new viewer on YouTube, please subscribe to our page, to our channel.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Like and follow on YouTube.
No,
okay. Like and follow on Facebook and subscribe and hit the bell on YouTube and give us some thumbs up.
Yep.
As well.
Yeah, you missed last night. Well, let me tell you, man, it was hopping. It was hopping last night. Right?
It was hopping.
And so, I mean, coming out of the gate hot the last couple of days, I figured, let's go again. Let's do it again. Let's see what happens, right? We're in the process of cutting everybody who got a reading. We're in the process of editing down each individual reading so that they're palatable chunks of content on YouTube.
Right.
And so here's what I would love to do. If you guys have gotten a reading from me, if you would like...
It's easier for Dominic to edit the ones that we've done on YouTube. And like, for instance, Denise Kennedy... that's one that Dom is
Facebook is not friendly to re-downloading.
Right, but he's got to work on it. It's going to take him some time. But if you did get a reading and you would like to do an exit interview, thank you.
Right, like via Skype or something, so that we could edit it all together into one complete montage where we could share pictures of your loved one.
Yeah.
I think that would be really, really awesome.
Yeah.
And a nice keepsake for people who've gotten the reading.
Yeah, so that way people see the kind of like the whole around, Do you like that? Thank you, Sammy. Thank you. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, so if you are just tuning in, I am Roseanne Cardoza. I am intuitive paraphilosopher. This is my husband. He is Justin Cardoza. He is a psychic medium, and he is the Holy Spirit gift of discernment. If you're not familiar with the Holy Spirit gift of discernment, that means he can tell the difference between good and evil, or if you want to say light and dark. Okay?
Right. Yep.
So, the past 3 nights we've had some amazing spirit readings. Yeah, so if you're wanting to hear from your loved one, we ask that you let them, you got to be open. That's the first rule. Okay, you got to be open. And 2, also let them know, give them permission that it's okay to come through.
Absolutely. Give them permission to come through to me. Because what happens is sometimes spirit on the other side, they may be like, well, I don't really trust that person, or maybe they're private and they don't want to spill the beans of any family secrets in a public forum, or whatever the case may be.
Hey guys, on Facebook, we are broadcasting simultaneously on YouTube. We're not going to have this feed up on Facebook much longer. We're just giving people a chance to kind of come on, but we want you to come over to our YouTube channel. Please, before you exit, like and follow our Facebook page, but come over to YouTube and subscribe and hit the bell so that way you know when we go live. And if you feel the love, because it's easier for Justin to see the comments over here than, because we're kind of broadcasting on Facebook from the phone. So it's hard for him to keep up with both sets of comments, especially when the spirit's coming through.
Now, Angel Donna's got a great question. She's got a question. She says, do you think no one is coming through to me because my last name on here isn't my real last name? Does that affect it? Absolutely not. All right, look, I've been doing this for over 17 years now. I've been giving readings over the internet since the days of AOL Instant Messenger. Okay? Where I never knew a person's name, race, whether they were male or female. None of that matters. What matters is energy. Okay, and so it doesn't matter the information that they give. Unfortunately, here's the thing: I can't control who comes through and when. All right, if I'm open, and I'm open for business, if you will, and I'm giving readings, it's whoever in especially a forum like this where there's many people. Whatever energy comes through. I just have to give what I get. Okay? But please don't take that as that it's not going to happen for you or anything like that. Unfortunately, there are people who've waited a long time for their loved ones to come through. I have no say in whether that's going to happen or not.
Up there, because you can't see it. Okay. Yeah,
you know,
so...
All right. Hey guys, I'm gonna turn this off for like 2 seconds. That way we can try to change.
He's gonna change the color of the name on the chat so that you guys can see who is actually talking. So we'll be right back. Christy, hi, you guys on Facebook. Come over and join us on YouTube. We are broadcasting.
There's gotta be a way to control that. No,
now it's red.
There we go.
That's a lot better.
I think maybe. Can you guys see the names okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we can
not
see it.
480p, which is what I have it set to over here. Hold on, we set it to 7.
Well, when you're on your mobile, it's very...
It's not, it's not good.
No.
Red is no good.
No.
Yeah, let me fix... See,
Yeah,
there's a way to
trying...
do CSS, but I don't know how to do that.
Hey, Sabrina, how are you? Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Sabrina?
We have to have chat on. It's like...
That's yellow. So weird. It just kind of randomly
it's because
populates.
Twitch allows you to change the color, and you can't do it on YouTube, and it just changes whatever color.
Okay.
That's a little bit better.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay. All right. So, let's see here. I did see before that somebody did say that Brandy Renee Newton says your sister-in-law thought the reading was incredible and wants to book a private reading in the near future. Absolutely. You know how to get a hold of us if you want. We've changed the description on our YouTube page. There is also a link to our Facebook page. You can click the Facebook page and then you can hit the, send a message.
Right.
Okay?
Absolutely.
So, and message us. And Facebook is doing this really weird thing lately where they've been turning off our notifications after a certain time at night.
Facebook? Yeah. Like after 11 o'clock or whatever.
Yeah.
Sends... Like, we don't even get it. We don't even get the notification.
Yeah. So, it's like, and then somebody said before, Alicia Simpson, watching for the first time, I came over from Facebook. I have tried multiple times with multiple people to hear from my loved one, not giving up yet. Well, that's the way to do it. I mean, you don't give up yet, because here's the thing. There are people on here who have waited for, a while. It takes a while. Tracy got a reading last night, and she's been on here for months. I mean, and then you see some people who just come on and their person pops through. You never know. It's not like he's the telephone man, and can just dial up. It's not that. It's just who is ready to come through tonight. But either way, let me tell you, we just thank you so much for coming through. And hey, I see that Alicia, she's on her way back home. And drive safe. Nice. I hope you're driving safe.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm sure she's driving safe. But, you should have a hotline psychic. No, thank you.
Yeah, no.
What the California psychic saying? That thing just turns my stuff.
Miss Cleo.
Sorry. And Miss Cleo.
Miss Cleo. Anybody remember Miss Cleo?
Talia. Hello. If you are new here, I know there's people that are just joining us. Mm-hmm. We are live, okay? Before we kind of get into it, we're just kind of building that,
building up that initial audience.
Please hit the subscribe button and the bell so that way when we come on, and you get notified, okay? Don't forget to those people who are over on Facebook, make sure you like and follow us on Facebook as well. We're on Instagram too. Follow us on Instagram. All those links are in there.
Yeah. No, yeah.
The only thing we don't do is tweet. No tweeting.
I just never...
I'm too wordy for tweets.
That's for sure.
And I just don't... I don't like the platform.
Everyone knows. Mm-hmm. That's definitely... It would be like a string of tweets.
Which there are some people. Bling, bling, bling. The only person I follow, I read certain people's tweets. I like Leslie, what's her face, with the Game of Thrones updates. She's awesome, yeah. From Saturday Night Live. Okay. So, all right. Let's see here.
All right.
And if you are new, welcome. Okay. So while he's waiting for the spirits to come through, what we're going to do is just kind of get things going. And if you feel pulled towards somebody to do a card reading for them, perhaps.
Okay.
If you want to.
Why don't you kick off with a card reading while I'm waiting to get something in? You want to do that?
I can. Hello, Cups of Hello.
Cups of
Hope. Hello.
Hopes of hello.
Eyelashes are getting away. Hey, Alicia Persky. Come on over to YouTube. I'm this platform.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Sarah Rodriguez, hello. Welcome back.
How you doing?
We are broadcasting on both platforms, but we...
Hey, thank you, Raven.
Great, thank you. Yes, subscribe. Who am I drawn to?
Angel Tonsley, who's Cleo? Miss Cleo was, man, you gotta Google it, just Miss Cleo. It was
80s, 1980s.
No, it wasn't the 80s. It was the late 90s, early 2000s. It was definitely the 90s, and it was a hotline psychic. It was what's her name?
I don't know.
Psychic Friends Network with oh God.
Well, you don't get a YouTube invite, Alicia Perky. You have to come over. Did you turn on the thing? Raven. Norma. Her sister-in-law told me. My sister-in-law told me about you, so I subbed and turned on notifications.
Oh, great!
Oh, you subscribed. Thank you. Not invite. I was on Facebook. Yeah.
What's up, MK? How you doing?
Yes.
All right.
Tracy says right there, just a reference, just to let everybody know, a validation from last night. She got a reading, and she wanted that Justin had a Motley Crue reference last night, and that was because her uncle's nickname for Tracy was Pamela, as in Pamela Anderson Lee, who went on to marry Tommy Lee, if you know, from who was the drummer, and they were married for a long time. Well, thank you for joining us. Okay, Sabrina, are you still here, Sabrina?
Yeah, because Sabrina asked what deck you use. Hey, Bridget.
Did she ask what deck I use?
I think so.
Hi, Bridget.
All right.
Yeah. This is a. We only use one deck, and that is these are the
Saints and Angels cards.
Yeah, by what's her face, the one that
doesn't do it anymore, Doreen Virtue.
Yeah, Virtue. Yeah, and we've had these for a very, 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 very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually want to make my own set of cards, but
proving more difficult than. Well, you haven't even worked on it though. So.
I have. I did.
They're actually
It's not that I have. Somebody.
No, I was looking at the card. I wanted to see if they still made them.
They do, but hello, Haley.
All right.
People on Facebook. So
all right.
Sabrina and a card reading if you're drawing. That's why I called on you. We stick with one set of cards because honestly, I'm not a fan of tarot cards. We don't like anything that is dark and yeah, I don't like anything that's dark.
Yeah.
We have enough darkness in our life that we don't need to know about. Okay. Okay, so Sabrina, the first card I pulled for you was the confidence card. Okay. The second card I pulled for you was the love card. And then the third card I pulled for you was the faith card. Now, I know you read, and I don't, as far as your abilities are concerned, is that, hold on. No. These are them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know you have a lot of confidence in what you do, in your abilities. And it's important for you to know that no matter what you do, is to always embrace the chaos in your life and the day-to-day and maybe getting on live. I don't know what, if you're meeting with people in person, It's to dig deeper and to embrace the love that you have around you, because it feeds your confidence. It feeds your abilities. Okay? And most importantly, not only do you need to have enough faith in yourself, which I know you do if you have the confidence card, because they didn't come out upside down. They came up upright. Okay? But you see, the thing is, though, you do have the confidence in you. It's just that we get distracted by things. Okay? And it can be all sorts of factors that distract us. Okay? Just our day-to-day lives. But it also can be, and I don't want to say this because it's going to sound really bad, but
just say it.
The environment when we do Facebook Lives, sometimes it can really, really drain you. Mm-hmm. And it can squash that confidence a little bit, because you're not dealing with people with faith. And it goes back to you having to have enough faith in yourself and confidence in yourself. But faith has got to come from one place only. One, from a higher power. But once you have that faith in that higher power, whether it's God, whoever it is, the big amigo. I mean, I don't want to, we believe in God, Jesus Christ, but whoever it is that you believe in, as long as it's not, Crowley, for lack of better words. I'm trying to be diplomatic here.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. You're doing good.
Just believe in yourself, but as long as you have that faith, the confidence will come. It will come. And as far as the distractions, you got to push it aside. You got to push it aside. And you can't allow it to tamper with your vibes. You can't. That's where the faith comes in. You've got to have the faith. You've got to stand strong in that faith. Because that's what imbues you. That's what imbues you. Okay? That love from Him imbues you and gives you the confidence. And then all that other stuff goes by the wayside. Mm-hmm. Yes, we're going to have distractions in our everyday life. Okay? He had to deal with that. And I used to say, man, if you can get around our son, our littlest one, it's like you can do anything. And see, and that's what I was feeling, was the haters. Man, just stop it. Stop it. As long as you hold strong in your faith, the confidence will come and that light will shine through, and then it'll push out that darkness. You see it. You've been on here, right? How many times you see we have the same, we get new people, but we always have that core. And that core is our light. It's like just this heartbeat. And those people bring that love and light in here. Mm-hmm. Because we shine it and you need to shine it. Does that make sense to you? But don't allow the haters to get you. Because that's what it's trying to do, is damper that confidence within you. Don't allow that.
Yep. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Well,
right.
I am...
Roseanne should write a book.
I have a lot of writings. That's going to be lessons in the light workers education.
That's it. All right. That was really good, Bill.
Well, thank you.
Good way to start off.
I have a question that I'm stuck on. What should I do about my mom? Should I move out or stay longer? You're welcome, Sabrina. And you know what? Sometimes you just got to come and be amongst people who are going to boost you up.
Yeah, you want people that are going to lift you up, not push you down. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that way that way you can go and spread your message. But remember, it's what you do when you have abilities. You have an obligation to people, okay? When you do this from the light, there are morals and ethics that you have to abide by, okay? So just like the other side has to abide by your rules and you have to abide by their rules, it's a circle, you know? Trust but verify. It's popped into my head. Okay, yeah. All right, so it's a circle. And so if people are being jerks to you and they're hating on you, bye, kick them out.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, and that means
the way
that,
I look at it is because people who ride the middle don't get haters. You only get haters when you're actually accomplishing something. That's the way you got to look at it. You know what I mean? So, hey, whatever, man. More power to them. That's the way I see it.
Right.
I think you were talking about how Facebook's live were draining.
Oh, sorry, Robin. Thank you.
And you were talking about how like Facebook Lives are draining.
Hi, Haley. Hello.
We did Facebook Lives. We've been
Welcome.
doing this 4 days
We're
straight.
on YouTube, guys.
We did Facebook Lives one time 4 days straight, and I was a chat mod for that. I was the only one, okay? And there were so many people who would hop on. There was like one time 80 people, okay? And some of those people were just so upset about it, and some people were just so impatient. It was just like,
oh yeah.
Ugh, and it's like I only could do one day, and it was like, yo.
Well, and you know, and when I'm talking about boundaries, yes, of course, protection, that's just one part of it. But remember, when you give cards to people, if they're not, there's a point, okay, where people become greedy. And this is what I always say every night. Okay, that's why we have a tip jar. And Dominic will put it up, you know, it's our PayPal thing. And if you like what you hear tonight and you want to tip us, you tip us, okay? But here's the thing. One is that you cannot allow people to suck you dry, okay? If they suck you dry, and there's a difference between getting people talking about you and hating you, but when they are attacking you personally, even though you gave them something, you take a break from it. Because it's all about timing. And sometimes you have to recharge yourself. And remember, everything you do as a reader is a lesson. Okay? So there's a lesson behind that. Okay? Am I not right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So every reading you give is a lesson. There's a lesson that you take. And that lesson becomes something that will pop up again. You've heard it time and time again. There are people who get readings here and they're like, oh my God, that reading is that's exactly what I was needing to hear. It's not a coincidence. There's no such thing as a coincidence. We're all here for a reason. We all meet at the same place at the same time because we're all wanting the same thing. So, you know, look, there are things that you just got to learn to put your defenses up. And I've watched you read and you have a really wonderful light about you, you know, but Facebook, they are a-holes over there on.
They have entire groups dedicated to doing
trolling.
Nothing but
trolling Facebook groups.
Hate,
I looked up on it, and it is a thing. Yeah. And and it's just Facebook.
It's pathetic.
It is pathetic.
It's a bunch of pathetic souls.
Right, and if they're just not happy, I mean, you know they're going to come back night after night. You got another card for me? You got another card for me? No. Look, you've got to take what you get and take it within you and absorb it. If they're just wanting more and more and more and more, it's because they're not ready to hear the message. They're just hopping from group to group to group to group and getting their free card. Okay, it's like, you know, when they open a brand new Chick-fil-A and everybody stands in line, you know, like
for free Chick-fil-A.
For free Chick-fil-A. I mean, I'm sorry, it's just right, you know. So trust me, love, I know you, and I know. Listen, I got a razor tongue too. You know that, Sabrina. You know that, okay? But listen, you know what? When it's time, like, you just got to kind of come back, and be with amongst people who will recharge you. Okay? You just recharge your battery. That's it. Hey, hello everybody over on Facebook. If you are on Facebook and you like what you're hearing, please come join us over on YouTube. Mm-hmm. We are broadcasting simultaneously. Okay? Yep. And everybody is in the chat over on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
So come over and join us. The link to our page is it should be pinned. The Intuitive Couple. Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Really good. Yeah, don't worry about it, Sabrina. You're doing just fine. You'll be good.
Yeah. And you know what? And go check out Lightworker Education page. And I think Dominic did actually... I know some of the stuff is, it's probably, a little bit more one-on-one stuff for you that's lower. But we do have more advanced stuff coming out. But that's going to be part of our learning system, our learning program that people are signing up for. That is,
I'm about to just make it go live. I think with a little
don't
bit.
Speak it. No, please. It's not.
All right, that's fine.
Let's not focus. Hi, Christy. Thank you.
Hey,
if you're new on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. Okay, Justin.
All right. Let's see what's happening.
Do a check-in at the front desk.
I am checking in. Hang on. Ooh. Okay. Strange. All right, so this is for somebody who works with horses. Equestrian, or I feel like this person that's coming through had an accident involving a horse of some sort. I don't know if it's an equestrian accident. It feels like a male energy coming through. Telling me mention the horses. Hey, Jennifer. Yeah, this person had an accident while riding a horse.
Now, come on, Tracy. He doesn't know him, so he wouldn't be able, unless somebody on here knew him. They're dead. I'm assuming
this person's passed. Yeah.
This person is passed.
Mm-hmm.
So he usually gets 3 clues. So
yeah, it's a male coming through, and I'm not sure if they passed of the horse. It's so odd and disconnected. I'm trying to get connected up. Man, I can't shake it. Works with horses. What could that mean?
Anything else other than that?
A jockey?
No, I'm not getting that.
No, I'm not
even getting that.
I mean, for somebody on here, that's got to stand out. Thank you, please.
Yeah, it's not...
Can you get a letter?
Hang on, I'm working on it, Tom. I'm working on it. What is the... There's a DN or name like a Dennis or Din or... Man, what is happening? Name coming through. I can't shake the horse thing. This is a older male energy. Feels like a father figure coming through. There's a D name associated with it. I don't know if it's his name or the person that he's trying to get in touch with or somebody that they know, but there's a D name associated with him, and it feels like there are horses around in general. But I can't shake the horse. They're showing me a horse for whatever reason. I've never had a horse before, so you got to grant me some leeway there. I have never had anyone showing me horses before. Now, is your dad passed, Angel? And where does the D name come into play? So it's a male father figure who's passed. That's one. Worked with horses. There's some sort of a horse involved in the story somewhere with this guy. And there's a D name. Show me something else. Show me something very specific.
Sam Bam, he was an animal control officer.
Mm-hmm. I'm hearing Kentucky. There's some sort of a Kentucky reference.
Hello?
Hey there. You gotta give me more, guy.
Oh, tonight we get the difficult ones.
Yeah, of course. That's okay. Alright, let's scrap. Give me something fresh, because that's not hitting. It may hit later, but you gotta give me something fresh. It's a D name. Does it? I know. No, I'm from New York. I don't know anything about
Derby.
horses.
There's the Derby.
Yeah. Well, that's not exactly in the top of my mind.
I mean, when I think of horses and you say Kentucky, I think of Derby.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Take it easy, Sammy.
Hey, Michelle.
Alicia, yeah, if you want to throw something out, see if it lines up. Definitely, if it makes sense. I mean, I want you to speak up if the stuff makes sense. Because I've never gotten horses before. Okay.
Does the Kentucky make sense?
All right, cool. See that? There we go. All right.
It's
Give me
okay.
something. It's cool. Sometimes the people want to take a sec. You know what I mean? Alicia, hang on. Let's see what else I could get. Oh, thank God.
Well, they don't ever want to be that person, you know?
I know. Where does the 12 come into play? He's showing me the number 12. 1, 2. Your dad's birthday was on the 12th. Okay. So we are with you. We are definitely with you. Now, were you close with him? Because the way that he's coming across is giving me a father feel. So, like, and when that happens, that's usually means that there's a closeness, like a love that, because it's all based on energy, the way that I feel that, okay? Because if it's your uncle, I got to tell you, he's coming through with the love of a father to communicate with you. And he's telling me to make reference to a sports car. He's not giving me any specifics. He's just saying sports car. Thank you, Angel. Lots of angels.
I know, lots of angels.
Oh, he raced cars. Okay, cool. That's excellent. Cool. And he's bringing up a memory. Now, he's showing me a child's room. Like, as you walk in, the bed is like here. There's like a window over here to your, like, when you walk into the room, there's a window on the left, little bed. And, like, near the windowsill, there's, like, tons of teddy bears. And he's like, I just added to the collection, like, giving a bear. He's bringing up the fact of giving a bear and that it just got put in the collection. All right, just hang on to it then. And he's telling me to make reference to a set of keys that he has, or somebody still has a set of keys of his that they hold on to for sentimental value. Thank you, Christy. Appreciate that. and he's telling me to bring up an Apple Grove? Apple Grove. He's saying mention Apple Grove. I don't know what that means exactly, other than maybe an orchard. Okay. It's just him confirming that it is him coming through. Okay. And now he's telling me to make reference to, now I don't know if it is you or somebody else that would make there was a certain dish that they would cook for him that he loved, and he's telling me to make reference to that. Okay. Why wouldn't you just say spaghetti? He's showing me this long, involved process of cooking, but I never saw what the end dish was. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, that's great. Like, why, I'm just like, dude, why wouldn't you show me that? That's a... Right, yeah, exactly. He's like, I don't know, I've never done this before. And so here's the thing. He's telling me that he knows that he's not the one that you would expect to come through. But he saw it as an opportunity to come through for you, just to basically let you know. Because he's telling me that you're very impatient. He's like, this ain't the easiest thing in the world to do. And he's telling me that, he's like, look, he knows you're very impatient, but he wants you to hang in there and have faith. Because what he's saying is that the really important message here is not whether you're going to get a message from anyone else. The important message is that you're being called on to have faith in your everyday life, because every little misstep that happens, he's making me feel like you do this number, like, where you at? Where you at? And he wants you specifically to acknowledge him more. Because you always talk yourself out of when he's around. That's very, very common. So many people do that. When you get in a like when you get in a car and there's a song on that reminds you of him. Hell, being at the grocery store and he comes to mind, just anywhere. Take a moment, acknowledge that he's there, okay? Because that's what's happening. You're not crazy. Everyone has that happen to them, and most everybody talks themselves out of it. Like, they don't even want to mention it because they're going to sound crazy. But it's important to know that it is him coming through. Regarding the things that may not have made sense, if you talk with any family members, just let them know about this. And because those may be things that he's verifying, not for you, but for them. Okay? Oh, and he has the dog with him. And just know that that he saw this as an opportunity to come through, and he's only coming through out of love. It's not easy for them to do. And so it's really important that you take that away and just remember to try to have more faith. Even when things go wrong. I know it's tough. Trust me. I know. That's it. Yeah, he's pulling. I feel his energy fading, but...
Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for being open enough and actually speaking up, man. The horse thing had me... I haven't given it. I don't know. The horse thing had me a little concerned for a moment.
There was somebody who asked a question before about, and forgive me, they were new and they came on about whether or not they should be with their boyfriend or live with them or...
They already know the answer. What you asking me for? Hey, listen, if you got a question as to whether you should be with your boyfriend or not, you already know the damn answer. Don't ask me. Sorry. Yeah. You know I'm right. You don't need a psychic to tell you that. Come on now.
It's already there. It's just you want
the signs are already there because otherwise you wouldn't be asking the question. Just come on.
Go sit over there.
You don't need a psychic for that.
Dom's got it.
Bingo.
Dom. June, go sit over there.
You know? Leopards don't change their spots, you know what I'm saying? And if they do, I'm not going to say never, but if they do, then they're changing it for someone else because the spots those are the spots they're going to stay. See what I mean? So, anyway.
Okay, now that I'm back.
You know, Stephanie, that's a great question. Stephanie's asking if she's heard me mention that if the spirit coming through is past, do I get people that are still living? No, it's not often. I can only think of a case of where somebody may be being kept alive artificially. Because what I'm operating on is the soul level. And so, look, the body is a machine. And as human beings, we've developed great technology to keep the machine alive and keep the machine pumping. But that doesn't mean that there's something there. You guys know what I'm talking about. You may have even seen it at one point in your life, unfortunately. Of somebody being kept alive, but you just feel that they're not there. Okay? But that is really the only case. I'm not a mind reader, so it's not
on
like
Facebook. Please come join us over on YouTube. We are broadcasting simultaneously, and we're going to be ending this feed on Facebook very shortly. But everybody is over on our YouTube channel, The Intuitive Couple, and that way he can read the comments because it's very hard for him to read the comments on the phone right here. So please come on over to our YouTube. It should be the channel should be linked. Hello, Nate. Hi, Julie. Please, Tyler. That way he can answer your questions. And before you come over, like and follow us on Facebook as well.
Yeah, and Christy, I feel your pain. I do. Our youngest one has cerebral palsy. And so, look, I know I know the daily struggles, right? As far as whether they're, and this isn't psychically, but I can tell you from firsthand experience, I've never had people come through where they're not proud. Otherwise, they wouldn't come through. Now, if it takes them a minute to come through, what's her name's uncle just said, look, it's difficult. It's difficult for them to come through. It takes some time. Just be patient. But I could tell you right now, just going off a feeling,
you've actually had people come through. You read a girl who had cerebral palsy who absolutely could not speak or walk.
Yes. Yep. Completely bedridden.
Right. Mm-hmm. She was in a wheelchair. I mean, other than that. But when she came through, she was able to communicate. She was able to communicate. Mm-hmm. But because, she had to find her own way, and this is very deep and very technical as far as but find her own way to communicate to her mother because there's just certain things because she had no problem communicating.
Oh God, Chuck, why would you do that? Put us on a 47-inch.
So if you guys anybody new on here, I walked away for a minute. If we got new people on here, please, thank you, welcome. I'm so glad that
my name's Justin Cardoza, by the way. I'm a psychic medium and intuitive consultant. This is my wife, Roseanne. She's a intuitive paraphilosopher, and we will get into that eventually. We're going to get there.
And if you feel like any of these readings tonight are touching you and you, want to share, that's great. Please definitely, subscribe, hit the bell. The more the merrier. If you want to share it with people, please do. Mm-hmm. He's available for private readings. You can find, you can message him through our Facebook page. There's a link in the description or the About section on YouTube. Mm-hmm. But also too, Dominic, our moderator, one of our moderators. We have some beautiful moderators on here tonight. If their name is in blue, they are a mod. Please, feel free to hit the PayPal button and donate if you feel it in your heart tonight.
All right. Yeah. Well, this is our fourth night live streaming this week. Yeah. Usually I do it once a week, but I don't know. Something happened and we're just...
I mean, every night this week
it's been coming.
We don't have a schedule yet, but we're
trying it out. Really,
we're making this jump to YouTube, and we're trying to build up our
audience, our core
subscribers, and the more you go live on YouTube,
the better the algorithm treats you.
Right.
Apparently.
Yeah. Apparently. So that is...
Oh, good. Okay, so the horses in Kentucky go together. You bought a racehorse from Kentucky and always had to treat its feet not long before he passed. So he did work with horses.
Yeah. See? There you go, people.
Boy, oh boy.
And me and my papa were just talking about Brad buying our horse yesterday. We're learning here in therapy session.
All right, cool.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
There you go. See?
Thank you. Man, I've never had
and
horses.
And Alicia, if you can hop over to our Facebook page and leave a review for Justin in the review section, that would be fantastic.
And like I said earlier, if you want to do because we're going to be cutting the readings down into little mini episodes just by themselves. And if you wanted to get on Skype with us and share photos of him and maybe even the horse, whatever. Mm-hmm. That would be awesome because Dominic's gonna compile all that into a really cool episode highlighting the real stars of the show, which is the spirits that are coming through, your loved ones. Because it's not me, it's not you, it's them. They're the real stars of the show. So I think that would be something very unique and awesome that you really don't see on. I haven't seen it on YouTube anyway.
Well, we don't.
And I think.
I mean, you watch weird stuff on YouTube. But
I am all over the weird side of YouTube.
Yeah.
And I have not seen anything like that. But I think it would be a good memorial piece for a family to have.
Absolutely.
Don't you?
I do.
Right?
I do, because this was...
you know, a lot of times in these groups on Facebook, I think they're...
Hey, Annette changed her name.
Yeah, she got
yeah,
the help
she changed
of...
it yesterday.
Sweet.
Hello, Scorp. Hello.
What's up?
Okay, so what I was saying before was I see a lot of groups on Facebook, and they're always like, oh, well, you know, you can't do reading on Facebook Live because of confidentiality. But if you're on Facebook Live, then you're
and you're looking for a reading. It's an understood thing of the confidentiality.
And
right.
they get mad about it. I'm not sure. If you're having a private reading, that's understandable if you want that to be confidential. That's completely understandable. But I'm not sure why online readings that are public on a public forum have to be private. Like, it's the internet. Come on.
Aaron says, Justin, did you see they're doing another Ghostbusters?
Are you kidding me? Actual Ghostbusters 3 that they were supposed to be doing. So.
Yeah, the real one. The first one that
the really dark one, where it's Armageddon and there's an army of Ghostbusters. Apparently.
This was the first one. And just like earlier, because we were watching Stranger Things, and he was like, you know, he always hated that Ernie Hudson's character...
that
his character was...
They cut his character to shreds in the first one, but Winston Zeddemore is actually the most badass Ghostbuster because he was an Air Force paratrooper, right? That when he retired from the service... He, like, has anybody ever just stopped and asked why Winston Zeddemore would go to them and said, hey, if there's a paycheck in it, I'm down for anything? And he never once got scared or freaked out when they hand him a trap with ghosts in it. He's just like, okay. You know, think about it. How could a man do that? Easy. He was the most badass Ghostbuster out there because he was in Special Forces. And he had retired and he needed a job. So he went there. They cut that all out of the movie. And they really gimped his character for that because I love Winston Zeddemore. Once I found that out because he never really made sense in the movie, you know. But now it does.
Okay, anyway. Can I ask a super sensitive question? It's right here, but I can't scroll up because you can't scroll up on this right here. So it's like, oh, right here. Oh, Natasha, can I ask a question? I've been super sensitive of late.
Please don't say retrograde. Would
you getting
ever
your dot?
would you ever know me to say something like that? I am not an astrologer. I'm not a fortune teller. I have a very niche thing that I do. And God help me, I'm going to probably lose a ton of subscribers, but oh no, I'm not going to say it.
Say it.
Look, no, because look, I was gonna say something about just, you know, women go through ups and downs, but look, you know what though? Whoa, stop! You see, you see what I mean?
No. You live with a nut, so
I know,
mean, you know.
But it's not just women. Everybody has ups and downs, man. Sometimes they're gonna be, you know, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Yes,
that's all.
The dot.
You'll be all right.
That's Dominic's code word for, Mommy, are you on the dot?
You're probably better off asking one of the ladies.
No, I'm not on the dot.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. Anyway.
But you know, no. I mean, look, you could have been here. Realistically, Natasha, you got a reading the other night. And this is something a lot of people don't talk about. And we haven't really talked about this a lot. But there's been so many spirit readings lately. And Justin's touching my leg with his cube hands. His hands get ice cold when spirits come through. When you get a spirit reading, and you get that touch of them for that moment, you know, they come through, and it's like you feel them. You know, I know you're aware of them, and we are all aware of our loved ones, but. It's for the most part, most of you can feel him. But when you get that connection, when you're making that connection with him, it's like it kind of opens up this whole floodgate of emotions. And it's like, it's relief. It's feeling, you're elated, you know, you're just happy, you know, but then it's sad, you know, but not sad like in the sense that, you know, like you were when you first were grieving them, you know. It's a different kind of sadness. It's like, ooh, for that brief moment you got to just kind of, you know, have that connection that touched them, almost like touch them, you know. And then it's very bittersweet. And I always tell people, especially, I used to say this a lot when we would go, anytime you did personal, you know, in-person readings with people, just to be aware of that, because boy, it can hit you, and it might be a few days, you know, like it might linger for a little bit, you know, but remember, every time you open yourself up to the spirit world, when you become open, you know, I've watched people on in our group. This is a transcendence that they go through. It is a spiritual awakening. You know, the more you become aware and you're open to the spirit world, it just gets more open. And it, you know, it's just like another door opens and another door opens. And for some, not so much. You guys know what I'm talking about. We talked about that on the sisterhood. Old souls, new souls, people who get it, people who don't get it. That's not their fault, again. But I digress. That's a light workers topic that we will go into later on.
Yeah.
But again, I bring that up for the people who were a part of that conversation. But just know that it's like, so you have that moment and it's just kind of taken away from you. So it does leave you kind of raw feeling and sensitive to things. So, you know, it's important to kind of replenish your soul with things that make you feel good. And if I recall, there was, good night, Christy love. Thank you for subscribing. And most importantly, if I recall, she said to paint, and to paint the one particular thing that you were. It was the controversial, like, political thing that she was him-hawing about. So, you have some things to weigh out on. Yeah. And, you know, I know your surroundings can be chaotic, because we have children, and we have husbands, and we have this, and we have that. So it's a juggle. It's a balance. So it's just a matter of finding, and I'm not down with this women's BS of saying, what do they call it now? What's the new thing they call it? It's not me time. It's called personal, what is it? What the hell do they call it?
Self-care.
Self-care. That is the most load of crap I've ever heard. If you want to go paint that picture, that portrait, or, that you know, that masterpiece, you go paint it. It's not self-care, okay? That's just you doing you because you like it, okay? If you want to go get your nails done, you go get your nails done because you like to go get your nails done. If you need to go get your eyebrows waxed, you get those eyebrows waxed because you don't want to look like an unibrow, okay? It's not self-care. It's just doing things that we like. Why do we have to put a label on it? You know how I hate labels, ladies, because labels are the bane of every woman's existence. We get labeled over everything. We get labeled a bitch. We get labeled aggressive. We get labeled, oh, you're shy. Or no, snooty because you're shy, maybe. You know, we get labeled for all sorts of things. Self-care is taking a shower and brushing your teeth. Exactly. Okay, that's exactly right, Robin. Okay, now, I knew a girl who spent $17,000 a year on clothes for herself. That is called selfish. That is not self-care.
That was an interesting twist.
Well, it is a plot twist.
What a twist.
What a twist, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so don't feel,
hey,
you know, guilty. But I know I went into that, but I hope that resonated with you.
All right, cool.
You know me. I take the long way around. I'm not short and sweet.
All right.
Hello, Elaney. Welcome. If you're new, please.
No. Aaron, what are you doing? What are you doing, Aaron? Really? You trying to get me in trouble? Come on, man.
No, I heard him speaking to a spirit saying, come closer, so I knew to wrap it up. If you're new, welcome. Justin Cardoza, psychic medium, and his wife, paraphilosopher intuitive. We appreciate you coming on. If you guys are enjoying the messages tonight, be sure to, if you want, out of the kindness of your heart, tip us. We have a link in the chat for our PayPal information. If not, no big deal. But definitely subscribe.
Well, thank you.
Okay?
Thank you, Linda. Appreciate that. All right.
Awesome.
What would you call that? Premature spirit? Incorrigible. Tracy is incorrigible. Anyway. I don't even know what that's in reference to, but that's okay. No, I've got an older female figure coming through. Feels like a grandmother figure. All right. Very, very loud. Very loud. Her energy is very present. Yeah, he had the dog with him.
That's awesome.
Cool. Appreciate that. I love anything you can verify is awesome, right? So, I've got a older female figure coming through, grandmother type feeling with it, and she's like dynamite, man. Is the only way that I could put it. She's small, but loud and feisty, and rules the roost with like a rolling pin type in everybody's business. Very much the matriarch. Okay. I feel like she was always in the kitchen. Always in the kitchen. And she was short, and forgive me, but like a heavy set lady. But awesome. I feel like her energy, you know how some people get sick and their energy level just kind of declines? I feel like her passing was very quick. So I don't know if it was like a heart attack. I'm having a hard time interpreting what it is that she's showing me. But I feel like her energy, like her passing was very quick, but her energy never waned. I'm getting two initials with it. One's an S, one's a W. Gotta be more specific. She's doing it her way. Crap. Look, you could do it your way after we get you verified. You gotta do it my way. The W is prominent, and I can't get a bead on what that is. Is that your name?
She does want to be identified.
Yeah, but the problem is she's...
Okay, Tracy says, did she throw frying pans? Serious question.
I just keep seeing the W. So I don't know if that's her name. Okay.
Stephanie?
S.W. Stephanie Wanda. Damn it. Okay. Belongs to her. Give me something that only she's gonna know. My God, you gotta... You gotta do it my way for now, and then you could say whatever you want. I need more. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude.
She like Rose.
Worse. Are you done? Holy crap.
Stubborn, yep.
Give me something else. Like, yeah, like I could easily... Listen. Okay. Give me a second, guys. I can easily do that. I'm going to say it out loud so everyone understands the level of conversation that I'm having to have with I'm pretty sure it's your grandma, because she's like, just say what I'm saying. Just say what I'm saying. And I'm like, not how it works. Okay. So, the reason that I'm having you verify more info is so that Stephanie will know beyond the shadow of a doubt that it is you. Because then, otherwise, look, this is for my integrity. Has nothing to do with you, has nothing to do with her. Because otherwise, anybody that's like, yeah, that sounds like me, and I'm like, oh yeah, and I'm just giving any random information is going to hit for somebody. It needs to make sense to that person, only they would know. Do you understand? Oh my God, I have never had a spirit talk back to me like this. Oh my God. Are you serious?
See? Always a lesson behind every reading.
I promise. Listen, I don't cut people off. You give me something only she's going to know. She's going to be able to verify beyond the shadow of a doubt. She's like, this should be verification. She's like, this should be verification. The fact that she's doing this. And now she's laughing. Like, seriously? What is... She's at fine. A 13, a 14, and a 19. She's showing me a 13, a 14, and a 19. I can only... Are those days? I feel like they're specific days. Are they birthdays? Birthdays and anniversaries? Oh my God, why are you arguing with me, man? I'm trying to help you. Yeah, is Stephanie still on? Oh my God. Somebody come get your grandma. Isn't that what they say in memes? Somebody can come get their grandma? Jeez, Marie. Okay, cool. Good enough. Speak. I'm done. Speak. No, I'm telling her to speak. Say what she's got to say. I'm not probing anymore. Man, she's private. Like, she's like, oh my God.
Okay, the reason why you can't see our comments, Lauren, is because we're actually simultaneously broadcasting on YouTube. So everybody is on YouTube that's commenting. So if you want, please come over to our YouTube channel.
Oh God.
It should be linked.
She's a cheek squeezer. And now she was known for, she's showing me, like, I don't know if these are it's like a ravioli or a pierogi. Like, my first thing was pierogi, which is weird. I never get that. But I feel like I'm rolling out and flipping and making fresh ravioli or something like that.
Hi, Linda. Linda, we are currently reading A Spirit is Coming Through right now. If you can hold your comments until after the Spirit reading.
Yeah, okay. Well, just hang on to that because it's not cookies. She's being very specific. And I want to make sure I don't get it wrong. My God.
Wow, you're being mean.
Well, no, you don't understand what I'm getting over here.
She's breaking your chops?
She's busting my chops. She's tough.
Uh-huh.
Because she's like, say it exactly as I say it. Or say exactly what I'm showing you.
Yeah, but
and
you
I'm
know what?
seeing
There's kind of a cookie,
rollout.
But there is a cookie, like they're called like rugulas, that are kind of like they roll them out.
I don't know, man. I can only go by what I'm seeing, and it feels like there's something
what I'm
stuffed.
Talking about?
It feels like it's stuffed and rolled and flipped.
No, actually, that's watching from Martha Stewart's baking show when she used to have her mother on.
It's okay. I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
But there is rolled out cookies.
Crazy.
You know, you got Jimmy Dodgers.
Jammy Dodgers.
No, not cannoli.
No.
I would know cannoli.
Mm-mm.
I would know cannoli. Okay, and she's telling me to make reference to someone who has not been able to have children, a female that hasn't been able to have children.
What?
And she's saying she wants to let them know to keep trying. Does that make sense?
Might not be for you.
I don't know. She gave me... Alright, so here's a lady. It's a grandmother figure. Definitely ruler of the roost. Trust me. 13, 14, and 19 are numbers that she gave me. Which could be... I'm going off of the assumption that those are significant days. Someone that she is trying to talk with or get a message to, and it may not necessarily be for the person who's on here, but there is someone in the immediate circle that is having trouble having children, and the message for them is to keep trying.
Joy, does this make sense to you? Because what's your question?
If it makes sense, yeah, just speak up. And there was a W.
A pronounced W. There was an
W.
S and a W, but the W was
very pronounced.
And she's very strong-willed.
Oh, God.
Go ahead, Joy. Do you know how this woman passed away? Will she tell you?
It was sudden.
Oh,
it was sudden, so
okay.
I don't know if it was a heart attack or whatever, but it was like, it had to be sudden because it feels like her energy never She was there and then
gone.
not.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's doing it her way. I mean...
Come on, people.
She's showing me that thing. To me, I can only describe what she's showing me. Was rolling out that thing, and it like... I see like flipping over, almost like a ravioli.
Okay, I thought that was pertaining to...
To what I was saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Guess not.
Okay.
So you see the dilemma that I'm in, huh?
He's
The
not your
person's here.
person, Joy. If he ghosted, he's not the person for you. A person...
What's ghosted mean?
Mean that they just...
Died? Or just left?
It's just... They...
Whoa, hang on. February 13th, my birthday is 19th. I got married. I've been trying for 10 years. Okay. Where is the grandmother? Yeah, the W would be
right.
The last
the
name.
S,
the surname.
The S name. The S initial.
The S was super quick. I'm not even really too concerned about that. That might come up later. And your grandmother has passed, because this is coming through as a grandmother spirit, grandmother feel to it. And it's more really at this point, Tara, does this personality match? Would she be sitting here arguing to do things her way, even though I'm like, hey, listen, I've got a concrete way of doing this, and it's like, I don't care, I'm doing it my way. Hey, Stacy. Okay. So you got the fact to keep trying. Don't get... Okay, alright. So now it's like an impressed feeling upon me that she's putting on me is one of like falling into a depression, and not a depression, but more of like, forgive the language, but a fuck it type of situation. Like, I'm not even trying anymore when it comes to having a child. She doesn't want that attitude, that energy to go into that, but to keep the faith and
Welcome back, Kristen.
you just said that last night, and that is why she's coming through now, and she's coming through as strong as she is.
Man, that's fierce.
Man, listen, I've done thousands of these things, and this one is one of the most over the top, definitely.
Did she do the cookies or what was the...
Yeah, I don't know if it's like pierogi or... It felt like pasta. It felt like a type of pasta that you would roll up and stuff and flip over, because then I'm seeing the fork to seal it. Okay?
Okay. The way you said that.
What?
I like the way you said that.
Well, you know, it is what it is. I know my food. Let's see.
If you are over here on welcome, if you're on our Facebook page, please like and follow our Facebook page.
Also, she was you made dumplings all the time. That would classify. That would be like a stuffed
and the comments are
cool.
being shown on our
Definitely
YouTube channel.
Definitely
so you. Gotta come over to
she was the
YouTube
cheek
channel.
Squeezer. Hard. Like, want to rip your face off. Cheek squeezer.
Facebook.
They made dumplings all the time. Told you. I know what I'm seeing. I know what she's showing me after all that hoorah she started off with. I'm giving exactly what she's giving me, and she's squeezing cheeks. Like squeezing cheeks to where they rip your face off. It's almost like when the harder they squeeze, ow! The harder they squeeze,
it gets like
the more love they're giving you.
Right. No, don't even think about it. That hurts.
Right. So.
Ow.
Good. Well, that's clear. Okay, so we're with Tara. Great.
Tara, all right.
Oh my.
And and I feel bad because everybody's like, I don't know if I should speak up.
I know.
Everybody's got like that fear of like, maybe it can't be for me. Like, why would it be for me? It's like.
What else you got? That was the main thing. She went right to it. That's the main message. But then she's also given me the feeling of having to tease you about the dishes being not matching. She's wanting me to tease you about your dishes not matching. Like, what are you doing? Why? Just do it. Okay. Hello, Kelly. Okay, and she's a pistol, man. She is a pistol. So the baby thing, back to that, right? She's wanting to she's mainly coming through to let you know that your prayers are being heard. Okay? Very, very very strongly. Your prayers are being heard. Relax about it. You gotta relax about it. I don't want to say that. Relax and just enjoy life is what she's saying. You know what I mean? Just like relax. Like you're going into it with too much anticipation and feeling of like your concern is, you know, it because it'll come when you least expect it. But every time that you go into trying and you're having that mechanical, for lack of I'm trying to put this delicately, going into it with a mechanical mindset of, okay, A plus B equals C. You see where I'm going with this? Like, chill, relax. Just keep faith. They hear you. This is your confirmation that all of the prayers that you have sent up have been received, heard, stamped. Now you can exhale and chill. Just wait. But chill. No more mechanical mindset. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to put this as delicately as possible, right? And so there you go. Okay, so you get what Grandma's saying. You get what Granny's saying. That's it. And I feel a squeeze in your cheeks. And the most important thing is that this is vitally important as she's pulling back is that you are not a disappointment. Okay, you are not a disappointment is what she's specifically saying to me. Okay? So stop thinking that. Kudos to you for never saying it out loud. But she thinking it is just as good as praying it. Stop that. Okay, stop putting so much pressure on yourself. And she's coming, this is all coming from love. Okay? It's very, very, very strong. Alright? Is that it? Alright. Well, it's being heard. Stop that. You're not a disappointment to anyone. Okay? Okay. And she's pulling back.
Okay, so thank you to all the new viewers that have just come over. If you are on Facebook and you have, please hop over to YouTube. We're broadcasting live on YouTube. We've had people say that they can't see the comments. That's because we're broadcasting simultaneously on our YouTube channel. And if you are new to our YouTube channel, please, how we're working tonight is he is working with the spirits. This is Justin Cardoza, psychic medium. I'm his wife, Roseanne. I am an intuitive paraphilosopher. He is picking people who he is drawn to, okay? First and foremost, you got to subscribe, okay? And you've got to hit the bell. We will be notified of that. That is a big deal, okay? And also, too, you have to be open to get a reading, okay? He is not a, like I said, he's a psychic medium.
I'm not a fortune teller.
He's not a fortune teller. So, if you're wanting to know about finances and love.
If you want to know about finances, get a financial expert to review your finances. That's what they do. If you want to know about love, come on, stop lying to yourself. Get real.
Right.
Right. If you have to ask if somebody is right for you, they are not.
Right. I said that before. Even if you think that that's wishful thinking, that is not.
Don't take a psychic.
That right there, I said it. She probably left because of what I said, and I did not mean to. I want to let you know that when somebody says, well, I feel drawn to them, I know, but they ghosted me. They ain't for you. Okay? Even if you think they're for you, that's delusional thinking. That is beyond wishful thinking. Yeah. That's a person who is total. No. That is a person who is totally not in tune with their intuition at all. Okay.
They could be. They just deny it. Human beings are the only creatures capable of denying what their gut is telling them.
And that's constant. It's constant.
I know.
But it doesn't mean that you're a bad person.
It's low self-esteem, man.
It
Look,
is. That's
here's
what
the
I
bottom
was
line.
trying
Why
to
would
say.
anybody? Why would you want to be with somebody that doesn't want to be with you?
Right.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Right. You want to have somebody
Fuck
who
that.
is totally into you.
Yeah,
But-
and they're out there.
Oh,
Trust
they
me,
are.
they're out there.
They are. It may take several tries, of trying to figure it out, but that's a whole other subject.
Yep, that ain't what we doing right now.
That's not what we're doing right now. We're reading spirits, and if he's drawn to you, he's drawn to you, but you have to subscribe. I'm not seeing the thing come up that people are subscribed.
If someone doesn't have their subscription set to public,
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Up to 151, so we missed a lot of people. That's why.
Cool, thank you.
Okay. So, also, too, if you are seeing what you like tonight, all right, please, Dominic, our moderator, he put up the PayPal site. Mm-hmm. If you find it in your heart, you want to tip us, tip him for all the work he's doing. Listen, time is energy, folks. Mm-hmm. He's been doing this 4th day in a row. So, and the spirits are coming through. So, if, you don't have to have a PayPal to tip, so you can tip if you want. It'd be nice, but it's not required.
Alright, let's see. Trying to see if anybody else is out there. See if we got anything else coming through. Hey, thank you.
Thank you, Sarah Ever 13 for subscribing.
Alright, let's see. Anyone else?
Also, too, if you do want to book a private reading with Justin, okay, you can reach him through the Facebook page.
Absolutely.
And message him. There was somebody last night that was like, I'm gonna book a reading with you, blah 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 blah. No fun.
Sorry. It's all good.
Oh no, I know.
Doesn't work that way. So, like, I'm not a psychic cell phone. I can't just up and call somebody that, I'm not aware of it working that way with anybody. So, my channel is basically open, and whoever comes through, especially in a gallery type setting like this. They usually come through with 3 hints or clues or specific items for you to verify. Once those are verified, they move on to something else until you know beyond the shadow of a doubt that it's for you. And that's usually when the message comes in. And so, like, my channel is open right now, and I am just waiting to see if anybody else is coming through.
Oh, actually, we did get a tip from Tracy. Thank you. It didn't pop up. Yeah. Thank you, Tracy.
Maybe it did, and then you guys didn't
No,
see
it didn't. We didn't see it.
Okay.
Thank you, Tracy. And Tara, I hope that reading resonates with you enough to where you feel that you are worthy.
Man, yeah, dude, her grandma beat me up, man. Beat me up. Gee whiz. Alright.
But don't put so much pressure on yourself about
yeah, we covered that.
Yeah, I know, but
Sure.
I know. I feel, you know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of Frasier. Episode of Frasier where, Niles, sperm count was low and he was wearing like the sperm freeze 2000, whatever he was, and then, she was pregnant. And of course, Frasier says, like, the S-Bank, you remember?
Yeah,
yeah.
Frasier's dad is like,
yeah.
call it the ass.
Yeah.
Call it ass.
S, yeah. And I just think about that. It's like sometimes it's just don't try so hard. And that's hard to say, So we are...
Alright, let's see. I'm just waiting to see if anything else pops in. It's kind of slowed down a bit.
Want to draw? Are you drawn to anybody for a card?
If you are, go ahead. If you are, go ahead. Do your thing.
Now, I know if you are wanting to hear from somebody, as far as, in the who have passed, it may not be today. It may be tomorrow. It may be it may be next week. I can't tell you when. It's it's, you just never know. But it doesn't mean don't stop tuning in, and don't stop asking your loved ones to, to come through, because you've got to be open. But most importantly, you have to be ready to hear the message, because it takes a lot of energy to come through.
No. He didn't change like he said he did. Right there, boom, you're done. Done. Look, if somebody's got to tell you they changed, they didn't change. Actions speak louder than words. And if you have to ask, this isn't true. That's why you asking. Come on, man. It's like I said, man. Follow your gut. Come on. You deserve better than that. You deserve better than that. It's that simple.
Yeah.
I don't know who Rashad is, but I'm a man, and I know if I want to prove something, I'm going to prove it. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to say, watch my actions.
I'm sorry, Kelly. And look, again, I know that sometimes it just takes a little bit for them to come through. Some people say, oh, they can come through right away. Well, actually, there are stipulations on when they can come through. Okay? And there's a whole set of rules. Mm-hmm. So, if it's just... he may not be ready to come through, and maybe this isn't the environment for him to come through, and
when last month too. Yeah, it's still very early. It's still very early.
People will say, 48 hours, blah 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 blah. There's rules.
Rules that we've come across over 17 years of doing this. Man.
No, you have gotten a hold of people that I've asked you to get a hold of, to go check on them.
Well, yeah, that's a whole nother.
And Kelly, don't say wish. Don't say, I wish my husband would come through. You tell him. Talk to him. Say, listen, come through to Justin. And the next time we're on, if you've hit subscribe, and you hit the bell, and if you followed us over on Facebook, and you followed and liked us, then you'll get the notification of when he wants to come on. And if you want to book a reading a private reading with Justin, you're more than welcome. That's why I'm telling you guys, feel free to donate on here, okay? You're more than welcome to tip us, because a private reading with Justin, there is not a time limit. Okay, he goes until the
hey, good night,
until the spirit goes through.
Definitely helps to keep the channel going. So.
His private readings are $200. Okay, there's never a time limit.
Right.
Okay, so that's why I say.
So let's see.
Good night, Annette.
I feel like that I need to be addressing somebody who is was displaced by water, like flooding or a hurricane or something, I can't shake it. But that's all I'm getting right now.
I guess we got bladder.
Do I?
Yeah. Stephanie, actually, we are doing that. We have a website called. We're in the process of developing Lightworker. It's lightworkereducation.org. It is a learning program for people who are wanting to who not because he mentors a lot of people who have abilities, but there are also, you guys know, the paraphilosophies side of me, and people who've been on the sisterhood with me. I do a lot of the self-help, more empowering people, but it's also the things that I have learned through, I'm like the psychic. So, but it's things that I've incorporated, that I've learned in my life, I've seen through his life, and just all the lessons that I've learned in between. So it's kind of a hybrid of both. So it's something a little bit for everyone. So we do have a YouTube channel, but some of the free videos, which are kind of like the beginners videos for people who don't know much about, like what psychic senses are, but where we go into very in-depth content that normally, like we said for years, we would never talk about some of the things that we've experienced, because it's very, very secretive things, because we don't want to getting into the wrong hands of people. And there's a lot of people out there who aren't truthful and are shysters and cons. So, but we've had an influx of people who want to learn. So we are taking, there is a list up on lightworkereducation.org website where you can sign up to be notified when the website goes live. It is a paid monthly membership. There are varying tiers of it, and there will be classes and such. So, it's not anything that you've ever experienced before. I always say, we support the community, but I support people. I support people. Look, we put our pants on one leg at a time, just like you. We struggle with stuff every day, okay? We struggle with darkness that comes into our lives. We struggle with, loyalty, not to each other, okay? But we talk about how there are so many people that we've met. Everybody in our life that, to this day, we've had more loyal people that we've met through our lives than ever before.
Absolutely.
We have family members who are not even loyal to us, okay? I mean, that's a sad thing, but it's the truth. And we have found a community of people who not only have abilities, but are people who are wanting to enrich their lives, who are curious, and they find a common ground with us. And it's meant to be a place of compassion and soul lifting and love, and it's everything you want. But we struggle daily of just finding the good in humankind, and geez, I mean, it's a damn bad cycle. Okay, somebody's here, but hey, that's what we're trying to do. If a reading is going to help you find...
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I see you looking over there.
Hang on. I'm needing to address somebody who was like someone in their family. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
They can hear me.
You got croak voice.
I'm looking at the audio input. They can hear me. I'm going into the yellow. All right. So, this family, like, I feel like I need to be addressing a person who feels like their family is just like a magnet for catastrophic things to happen. And it's a very personal feeling that they have that they don't express to people, because what I am seeing is members of the family being evacuated from water, like flood water. So I'm not sure if they're trying to show me Katrina. It feels like they're saying Katrina, but there's so much of that going on. But also, I feel like this is a person who passed in 9/11, which is very specific. Good night, Michelle.
Good night, Michelle.
And I'm feeling like, this person dies and it passes in 9/11. Family is evacuated, and it's just like the extended family. It's like all in the same family, same core group.
Okay, we are going to end this live on Facebook, but you can join us over on our YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I don't know. It may not be Katrina. All I know is that I just see the family group moving away from water. Getting away from water. Like water is coming in and it's catastrophic. But this person that is coming through right now, I feel, is connected with 9/11.
Good night, Linda.
You gonna make a monkey out of me or what? Or somebody not stepping up? So listen, normally I say there's 3 things, but those are 2 pretty specific things to be happening in the same family. And so if any of that makes sense, then by all means say so.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a male. It's a male coming through. Passed during 9/11 very clearly in the towers. And family, in the same family, there's also evacuation from water, like flooding.
So somebody died in 2001.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But
yes.
They also had family that was connected to
some sort of flooding
event. Mm-hmm. But you don't have a date, and you don't think it's Katrina, because Katrina happened in 2000. That was 2005. No, 2005. Because I remember Dominic was a baby.
Yep. Yes. It's a male coming through. Definitely a male. Harvey last year.
Yeah.
Hurricane Harvey?
Yeah, that was in...
Wasn't that in Texas?
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the year before or something like that.
So somebody in the same family also passed from during 9/11?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know a 9/11 reference when I see one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Hello, hi. We are broadcasting live on our YouTube channel. Okay, and hey, Chuck, do me a favor. Can you write in the comments our YouTube channel name for me? And we are broadcasting live on YouTube. Justin has the spirit coming through. person who died in 9/11. So if you want to join us on YouTube, because we are broadcasting currently, our channel name is The Intuitive Couple. That way you can see all the comments from everybody. Thank you, Jack. No, he said it was actual 9/11.
Actual 9/11, yeah.
He knows what that feels like.
Yeah, I definitely know what that feels like.
But you're seeing that he died in the towers.
Yep. Yeah. So, and I'm seeing a shield, but I can't show it. Police or fire shield. So fireman on his way up.
All I hear are those sounds.
Are you sure that you should be coming through to me? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have goosebumps too.
Oh, yeah. Okay. This is one of those times where Claire Gustance is kicking in, which I talk about, right?
And that's
I rarely ever get it, the smell. I am smelling the rubble. Shay? Okay. Firefighter? Yeah, you just said that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. He's making me feel like he was my age. So 23, 24 at the time, something like that. Or in the mid-20s.
What? Will he give you
hang on.
Okay.
Because those are so... Yeah. Yeah, wow. He's right around my age. First things first, because there was rampant speculation and now about did he see it coming? Did he suffer? And no, it happened so fast. It happened incredibly fast. And it's important to know that there was no pain and no fear. And Shay, you know how incredibly important that is. There was no pain and no fear. No, he hasn't gotten to anything about that yet, Shay. This is more... He just keeps making reference to somebody who feels like there's a curse on the family. And like it's their fault, which is nonsense. It's crazy. It's crazy talk. He's making me feel like somebody mentioned it once but never mentioned it again, but they're carrying this burden around. And so it's like, man, they need to fix that preconceived notion. What? And I'm hearing Dakota. Makes sense then? He's mentioning Dakota. All right. He's wanting to mention that he's appreciating not being forgotten. But there are ways to... So, I guess that he's speaking in very private. So he's speaking in very general terms. He appreciates not being forgotten, but I'm assuming for his significant other, wife, whatever, that it's one thing to not be forgotten, but it's another thing to not continue to live your life. Okay? And that, that's so I don't know if he's trying to say that she hasn't really fully moved on, or she's, stuck on or did move on, but not really, not fully, not, you know what I'm saying? He's wanting to let it be known that it's okay. That it's okay to truly move on. And that he protects his loved ones. That he's giving a blessing, basically. Just because he passed doesn't mean that she did. Okay. And if she can do that, if she can find it in her to move on, he is going to send the perfect person. But he won't do so until she's ready. Okay? And that's it. That's it. Oh. So Dakota is his daughter.
Wow.
Okay. There you go. Well, there you have it. Thanks, Shay. Thanks for stepping up and taking it. I was worried about that one, man. What are the odds, right? Like, damn.
That was...
So, yeah. That's how it goes, man.
Yep.
So, doing live spirit readings over on YouTube. And I just had a New York City firefighter who passed away in 9/11, has family that's being evacuated currently with flooding, come through with a very heartfelt message for his wife that's still here and his baby girl. Named her by name.
Yep, that's what you do.
That's it. So if you want to see more, you want to see what's up, shoot on over to YouTube, The Intuitive Couple. Got a lot of folks over here. All right. All right. Well, there you go. Crazy, man.
That is crazy. Okay, well,
Denise is like, you got a name, spot on. No, man. Well, how about that?
I know. So he was there when Dakota was born. It sounds so to me anyway. She's always wondered.
Well, yeah, he mentioned her by name. And it's very important for everyone to know I am not great with names. I usually get the first initial, but never the full name. That's pretty good. I rarely get a name, like a full name like that. It's so clear. So yeah, that's and what an original set of circumstances.
I know, with the flooding, 9/11, yeah, wow.
And then to be able to show, and thank God I'm from New York and I was there on 9/11, so it's like I'm like NYPD or NYFD. Like, okay, definitely died in a tower. Which one? Okay, I didn't get which one, but I was like, what shield? Because he showed me just a generic shield.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
No. Which shield? Mm-hmm. NYPD or NYFD? And I saw the big NYFD one. Oh, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm,
that was cool. That's one of those ones where it just syncs up with so much of my knowledge that, like, he was able to pinpoint it. It also helps that 9/11, if anyone's read my book, is one of those key dates in my life that led to other things. Mm-hmm. 9/11 led to me leaving New York. I met you on 9/11.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
9/11 is a significant date in our life.
Absolutely. We
met on 9/11, and Dominic was conceived on 9/11.
I was leaving that one out.
Hey, Tina.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and there's other things that he has about 9/11. Oh my God, really, Aaron? On 2001? Everything happens for 2005. Yeah. So. And see, and like Katrina, like New Orleans, because right now, I mean, with the hurricane and all that, you know, well, now it's tropical storm.
Hey, Shay, you know better than I. You know better than I do.
Look, I mean, here's the thing. If you could go tell that man in the grocery store,
you'll figure
and
it
I
out.
know that this is delicate, but he obviously
felt the need to come through.
And we'll cut that one up. We'll cut that one up so you can send it to her.
Yeah, I mean, dude, how specific can you get?
Well, what was his name? Did you get his name?
I didn't get a name, though.
You didn't get what company
I got the name that... No, I got the name that...
Dakota. That's like you would never get a name like that.
No.
No. You got Whizzle. I mean, Dakota. Well, yeah, watch this portion of the video. But, I mean, we're cutting them up, so, I mean, we're getting to that. But, look.
I think we're going to call it good on that one, though.
That's a tough call, but it might just be what she needs to hear.
I got to get that smell out of my nose. Ugh. It's still smelling it, man.
Death and destruction.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So,
It's just like he can't hear bagpipes.
Oh, God.
Every day for 6 months, there was a funeral because he lived across the street from a Catholic church, and he just every day there was a funeral.
God,
Talk about
just the air was so thick with remorse and mourning and oh God, there was no escaping it, man. No escaping it. So yeah.
And it's like. I mean, we've talked about soul collecting.
Nope.
You won't go there, but that will be a topic on Lightworkers. Lightworker education.
Yeah, we'll cut it out. Yeah, we'll cut it up, man, definitely.
Yeah.
And so, listen, guys, anybody who's gotten a reading tonight or over the last couple of days, like I said, man, get with me through Facebook. Let's hook up via Skype or something so we could cut together a really nice piece highlighting not just the reading, but the star of the show, which is the spirit coming through. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be a really, really great thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so because if you did get a reading, mm-hmm. and you want to have that exit interview,
yeah,
and maybe if you have some pictures you want to include, so people can put a name at the face, it makes it more personal. Yeah, we would love that. Mm-hmm. Because I know for myself, in the early days when Justin would do readings, he'd be like, okay, we would be sitting there for hours, and I'd be like. Taking the notes and reading and listening, and I'd be like, oh my God, and I'm so nosy, but it's like, God is like, like put a pin on my tongue so I don't ever talk, and he would just say, okay, well, hope everything was well, would never really ask about, who the person was and what, and I would, finally I got bold enough, at the end of the reading when it was all done and over with, I would say, can you tell me about your loved one? Because I felt like it was so important I wanted to know about them, and I think that when you grieve and you make that connection, and this was in the early stages of him, using all his mana, as I used to say, to do the reading, mm-hmm. That he was so in that zone that it's not that, now he can do all sorts of things at the same time, but so he can feel your energy and hear this and do that and be present with you. But, so now it's like, you want to hear that. I wanted to hear that, that about their loved one, because they want to share that. They want to talk about their loved one. They want to, let them know, hey, mm-hmm. because that's the beautiful thing. If you want a reading, Brittany, you have to subscribe to our page. If you're new, you have to subscribe. If you're wanting a private reading from Justin, okay, you can book a private reading with Justin, a mediumship reading, okay? You can contact him through Facebook. But at this point, I think we are wrapping it up.
Yeah, I'm wrapping it up.
He is not at this, because he's been on this,
It's not that I can't go, it's just there's nothing else.
And I will let you know. That's why I'm saying, if you feel it in your heart to donate, if not, that's fine. But, the private readings are $200, so I will let you know that. The private readings...
oh, hey, what's up, Tina? Didn't see you there.
She didn't see that.
Yeah.
The private readings are $200. They include a card reading and the mediumship reading, and he goes, there's no time limit. But many people on here can test, or, yeah. Attest that they are well worth it. You know, I saw that story, and I have no idea what that was about. Except for some dumb hillbillies. And I don't know where they got the uranium, unless they went to that Pritchard, Oklahoma. I got to find, and there's rattlesnakes everywhere, so.
I don't know. Didn't see anything about it, so.
I don't know. It's definitely not great, and not terrible.
I even left out an L.
Yeah, dumb hillbilly. That's how they spell it. You know,
right.
They was some dumb hillbilly. You know,
right.
Uranium. It was probably urine.
On that note, hey, thanks so much for coming out, guys, tonight. Again, if you want to get with like an exit interview and get that thing put together, hit us up over on Facebook. The links are in the description, and also the about on here. Thank you so much. We will talk to you guys soon.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, guys, have a great night now. Bye-bye.